What is polymorphism? Polymorphism, there are two words here. This is a Latin word. So it has come from poly and morph. Poly means many. Morph means shape. For example, if I tell you a word, write, you can write it like WRITE, or even you can understand RIGHT. Generally speaking, when we are talking about the programming paradigm, the polymorphism means that a method or function is able to cope up with different types of input. So polymorphism is the ability of the message to be displayed in more than one form, depending upon the situation, depending upon the scenario, depending upon the invocation. So in C++, polymorphism means that a call to a member function will cause a different function to be executed depending upon the type of object that is calling that function or invoking that function. So polymorphism can be of two types. It can be a compile time polymorphism. It can be a runtime polymorphism. The compile time polymorphism is implemented in two ways. Let me tell you, compile time is early binding, runtime is late binding. So in order to implement the compile time, we have function overloading and operator overloading. Similarly, for late binding or runtime, the method overriding is done, and this is implemented using the virtual functions. So this is, I am telling you about the compile time. So we have a class here which is called figure. Now we have three functions here. Now these functions, this class object is being made geo, and this geo.area, 3 times this area is being called. Now the name of the function is same. This is called polymorphism. That is, name is same, but depending upon the input. If you give 7.0, it is going to call this middle function. When you pass 2,3, that is integer, it will call the first area function defined in the class. And when you call third area, that is going to call the third function in the class, which is having two double values as the input.